It was another flat week on General Hospital. Not only did it feel like the stories were all over the place, but so were several of the characters. Let's just jump right into this messy week in Port Charles. Nina has gone from "what did I do? I have potentially ruined my relationship with Sonny and Willow by turning Carly and Drew into the SEC," to "my only option now is to make sure Carly goes to prison for a long time." What? It's as if someone behind the scenes said, "If there are members of the audience who don't hate Nina, we're going to make sure they do." Even her BFF Ava is questioning Nina's sanity. If this is supposed to be a way to turn Nina into a villain and garner sympathy for Carly, that isn't going to work for me. Carly too has been all over the map lately. One minute she's actually taking accountability and saying, "I committed a crime," yet 2 minutes later she's explaining it away as, "I didn't mean to. I only wanted to help Michael and Drew." Then there was the what the hell moment of the week, with Carly expecting Olivia to side with her and throw Ned out of her house. I loved Olivia standing up to Carly, telling her she's not about to throw her marriage away over the fact that Carly and Drew did in fact commit a crime. It's unbelievable that half the town acts like what Ned supposedly did is worse than the crime Carly and Drew actually committed. Meanwhile, Drew's solution to his and Carly's problems is to, wait for it, find evidence that Tracy's done something worse and use it to blackmail Ned into getting the SEC off their backs. And Carly's opinion was basically, "I hate Tracy, so let's do it." And if Ned supposedly has all these connections to get the SEC to back down, why doesn't he just use them to prove to everyone he didn't turn Carly and Drew in? Then again, Ned really should lift a finger to help either of them at this point. Oh, why haven't Carly and Drew thought to get married so they can't testify against one another? Not only did Diane suggest to Carly she could flip and turn on Sonny to cut a deal with the feds, Sonny himself told Carly if it would keep her out of prison to do it. She's refusing, for now. However, given Drew still has all of Jason's memories, which never seems to be spoken of anymore, he too knows where the bodies are buried, so why doesn't Sonny suggest that he do what Carly wanted after Nina revealed her plan to Ava that she was going to make sure Carly went to jail by turning Drew and Carly against one another? Ava told her to think of what the ramifications could be. Nina said she didn't care, as long as it meant she could have a relationship with Willow. It's starting to feel like after months and months of Michael plotting to send Sonny to prison, it could be Nina and her scheming that lands Sonny there while trying to save Carly. Right now, the only thing I can get behind regarding these storylines is Nina trying to turn Carly and Drew against one another. It might make them actually somewhat interesting because there is just no magic happening on screen with them, in my opinion. They are as dull as Michael and Willow. Carly and Nina aren't the only characters who are all over the place currently. Curtis is also in the running to take home the award for the biggest current mess in Port Charles. He went from being ready to jump Jordan's bones and questioning if he gave up on his marriage to her too quickly, to just deciding to move back in with Portia and see if he can make his second marriage work. What? Now he's just given Jordan false hope and reignited the idea in her that she might actually get a second chance with Curtis. Between Curtis flip-flopping and Portia's obsession with getting Spencer out of Trina's life, these two deserve one another, and Jordan should count her blessings over the bullet she's dodging with Curtis. As I noted in last week's column, it's going to be tough to get behind these big new storylines for Molly and Christina when both the recasts began airing this week as the stories kick off. I thought Kate Mansi did a phenomenal job sliding in as Christina, and she felt very natural in the role. The actress playing Molly, on the other hand, hopefully she adjusts, but she just didn't feel like the right fit to me. Of course, we also don't know what the future holds for the role of Molly or Haley Poulos right now. Regardless of who is playing who, the whole fertility issue storyline hasn't grabbed my attention just yet. I'm honestly more interested in the show finally focusing on a story for Christina separate from the obvious surrogacy route the show seems to be headed down. Chase's Say Anything takeoff to win Brooklyn back was a fun moment, especially the look on Finn's face while he held the boombox, but this reunion won't last. Once Chase learns Tracy is who helped him get back on the force, there's a very real probably he'll blow up at BLQ all over again. If the writers want us to invest in this couple, they need to give us a reason to believe they can last. Sasha and Cody's talk, and Sasha telling Cody she believes in his innocence regarding the bracelet was my favorite part of the week. I'm really liking these two together, and they aren't even a couple. Right now they are the one couple I'm most interested in of everyone on the show, and really would like to see more of them. And Ms. Wu suggesting Gladys could flee town when she can't pay her debt sounds pretty good to me. With Gladys already making deposits from Sasha's account, it shouldn't be long until Sasha notices something shady going on. I was overjoyed in thinking we finally had a Willow-free week until she turned up on Friday's episode. At least it looks like we won't be subjected to her pasty made-up face for much longer. One of the best parts about having Tracy back has the little blasts from the past reminders her family keeps giving her about her dirty deeds, such as withholding Edward's medication as he was having a heart attack. I'm still curious about what Tracy's up to this time, and it sounds like she'll be sticking around for a while. These General Hospital spoilers tease a shocking arrest, a truth finally out, and so much more. This will be a week you won't want to miss. At Victor Cassadine's, Charles Shaughnessy, while reading Anna, Finola Hughes, receives a warning that her past sins will out, meaning her status as a former double agent for the DVX, but fails to heed it. Later that same day, during a pleasant chat with Sonny, Maurice Bernard, and Nina Cynthia Watrous, Anna finds herself suddenly surrounded by a squad of WSB agents, led by no-nonsense Agent Hursley, Jeff Griggs, who've come to escort her to WSB headquarters, arrest and detain her. No sooner has Curtis, Donald Turner, returned to his and Portia's Brook Care Abad and moved into a spare bedroom, Natch, then his phone goes off, and he's alerted to the fact that the results are in. One quick trip to GH and he, Portia, Trina, Tabiata Ali, and Taggart, Rail Andrews, will know for absolute certainty whether or not he's Trina's biological father. While they'll have as much certainty as anyone who's ever had a paternity test performed at the titular medical institution notorious for tampered with results. In other General Hospital spoilers news, Drew, Cameron Matheson, visits with Sam, Kelly Monaco, and Scout, Trina and Joss, Eden McCoy, conspire no doubt over how the latter can screw over her former stepfather for her boyfriend's benefit. Michael, Chad Doyle, makes an offer to Carly, Laura Wright. Nina slips info to Olivia. Lisa Locicero, and Ned Wally Kurth, gets into a public clash. Meanwhile, having been pulled into yet further Cassadine-related drama, Laura, Jenny Francis, develops quite the theory and then finds herself called upon by a desperate Valentine, James Patrick Stewart. Finally, General Hospital spoilers find Ava Maura West absolutely gobsmacked. Might she become privy to Nicholas's survival and status as Mason's Nathaniel Gray hostage?